It all started on the 12th of May 1993 when Ocean Vagabond sunk while I was captaining it across the Atlantic, 5 crew aboard, force 10 storm. It was the worst storm I've ever been in at sea, and I've been across the Atlantic 5 times now. And just to add to that, we go and hit a container in the middle of the open sea, and it splits the bow of the boat open, and a whole lot of crazy stuff went on. And it was during that, the time of the sinking and the time of being picked up from the life raft, and we were dead in between Bermuda and the Azores, 1,000 miles from land. And it was that time when I just thought so much about everything, so much about life. You do so when you're on the ocean at any point in time, so anyway, something in the head started me thinking about Atlantic windsurfing.
Are you lost again? Are you down again? Oh, to see how soon. Are you lost again?
Well, we have most of the logistics done. We've got about 3 months and 10 days left, and it's all over the place actually. When you've been doing something for 4 years non-stop and you've invested everything in it, your passion's there, no matter how annoying the project gets and how stressed you get, it's everything. And at the moment, the whole project is basically my life. If I was to take away the Atlantic from what I do, there would be nothing there at the moment. I mean, there really is nothing there without the Atlantic.
Windsurfing across the Atlantic?
Windsurfing across the Atlantic, yeah.
There's an awful lot of money at stake.
I think you're crazy.
Most of my money, all of my money, is invested in the project. There's a lot of other people's money who believed in what I was doing. I want it to succeed, to be able to pay back the people that believed in the project. That for me is the most important thing. 4 years of my life.
Windsurfing across the Atlantic is going to be a long ride.
I don't know how exactly it's going to happen, but it is happening.
4 years down the line, everything's coming together. We've got this far, we're still waiting on one phone call to make sure that we can still go. We've got 70 people waiting on tender hooks at the moment for this phone call. And then hopefully we can go for it. If it does, it's going to be the adventure of a lifetime, I hope. Okay mate? Okay mate, cheers. How's it going?
I'm stressed!
Well, European teams are going to be meeting up with the American guys in JFK Airport, New York. And then they've got the 2,000-mile trip here to Canada, so it's going to be a long, long trip. I'm a yacht master by nature, so I was able to format pretty well how we could do something like this, even though it's pretty complex, and even now we're still discussing better ways of doing it. But it's trying to convince people, first of all, that it's a good idea. You go to investors and you say, I've got a great idea where you should put your money, a transatlantic windsurf race. And they're going, maybe, but I think I'll put it in stocks and shares, you know.
What we're going to do is we're going to try and hire a van and put some more equipment on the van and drive that up ourselves.
You know, we think, it's luggage and passenger. Luggage means, small luggage. But this is wide on the bus.
In America, we have a saying, you can't put 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag. If you want to punctuate this aspect of this journey, I think that might help.
2 weeks ago I had a sponsor pull out for $80,000. 2 weeks before the race starts. And that's where the financial issue came to its biggest head that it ever has done in the 4 years that the company's been set up. Where I felt like I've been sort of completely isolated, cut off. I don't mean there haven't been people helping. There's been some people who've been giving me so much help, but I'm just, you know, help from everybody else, and that practically ruined me. That practically ruined me for life. You know, you couldn't even get them to support probably the biggest race that's ever happened in their sport, and certainly the most media coverage.
Everyone is so slow. It's unbelievable. You wouldn't believe.
She wants us to get on the bus so we don't miss the ferry. And I agree with her.
It's all right if we push up behind you and give you a little push to accelerate.
We're doing probably 150 mile an hour. It might work.
I guess we'll just keep going. Just pedal to the metal, no stopping. Thank you.
These 2 weeks have been by far the most difficult yet in my life. In fact, I mean, it's been pretty much ridiculous to insane. I've slept like nothing in 2 weeks. I found another $40,000 in investment in 2 weeks. I've done all kinds of deals which I didn't really think were quite possible. But you know, we've done it now, and the boat will leave that dock tomorrow.
It's a long way, but we're really trying to make it, just driving flat out. Okay, is there anywhere delaying the ferry? Okay, because it really is so imperative, you wouldn't believe.
It looks like our directions are wrong. We're going to stop and find out if that's true.
Okay, great. He took a right down this road, so we're driving down the border, and when that's completely wrong, we need to go straight across here.
Yes, it's possible that people's lives are on the line, are at risk. There is a risk, for sure. They all know that. I repeat myself again, if they don't know that, they shouldn't be doing it, but I think they all do. I mean, I hate to sort of bring paraphrasing or into it, but you know, everything's a risk in life, and we're all aware of that. And some people are prepared to take seemingly greater risks. But then again, if they're prepared for what they're doing, then it's almost less of a risk than being unprepared for more mundane things which happen.
What's up, you
Running for the ferry as usual. So, we've done a 28-hour journey, we've got 10 minutes to go. Cutting it to the last minute as usual.
I had to run like 1,200 miles, you know, back and forth, you know, for $500.
No, $1,000. They'll pay. They're willing to pay you what you want.
All right, let me go to sleep and then we can do this tomorrow.
No problem.
Getting hold of, as I call it, a mothership, the boat, which had the correct facilities and logistics for what we wanted to do, was probably one of the biggest headaches. We had to have helicopter deck. We had to have a lot of deck space for rigid inflatable boats. We had to have cranes. We needed a lot of accommodation because we knew we wanted, you know, 50, 60, 70, 80 people. So when you put all that together, it's quite a task trying to find a vessel like that. So after 3-4 months of searching for, no, it's more than that, it's probably about 8 months. I was reading the Sunday Times one morning, and I saw a picture of that thing. So I called up the agent, and I said, you know that boat, you know, the Captain Klebnikov. I said, does it do? Could you hire the whole boat? certain members, people like Anders and Robert, it's the physical, dangerous elements that are the attraction.
I don't worry about dangers. I think it's calculated risks is what it's all about. And then, you know, if it gets too nasty, you climb out top on the boat and wait it out. I mean, that's simple. And past that, you have all these electronic things, and hopefully the tender driver is going to be good enough to keep close to you. And if it gets too nasty, you have to stay close to the boat and, you know, take it for that. There's always, you can be that brave, but at one stage you still have to go security above glory, you know.
There's a lot of windsurfers who aren't here as well, who shared that want for the risk, as it were, for the excitement, who didn't make it for one reason or another. And that's why people want to do it.
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Transatlantic Windsurf Race. My name is Andy Groom. I don't know my official title here, but I think race coordinator.
1 minute I'm hanging 45 degrees off this boat, and I'm in Rich's boat. The next minute the boat rolls 35 degrees the other way, and I'm 20 meters from it.
The point of this evening's briefing, stroke meeting, is just to get everyone together and let you know a little bit about what's going to go on for this week ahead. We realise you've had a slightly small journey on a coach. We understand that you would rather just get back to your room. We'll make this as quick and easy as possible. Over here on the right is Richard Clifford. He is our safety officer, and he's a very important key point.
We briefed 3 boats, we should stick to the plan. And unfortunately, I swayed Russ. Zero, this is KK, over.
Hugo, I think you all know, he's assistant to Louis. He's putting the whole thing together. At the back there, hiding, keeping very quiet. Ross Kerslake, he's our RIP commander.
The reason I've got the team that I have is that we are used to working on board ships in this environment for long periods of time.
The missing man at the moment is the main man himself, Louis Hubbard. I believe he's coming this evening at 12 o'clock.
Oh, I need some peace. Oh, we're not going to be ready. Still working on the boats, the ribs.
One of them hasn't got an engine. They've got nowhere to stow them at the moment when the boat's rolling at sea.
The environment we come from is the fact that you're here and all you've got is what is on board this ship. So therefore it's no good moaning about what we could have had and what we should have got. The fact is that we're here now and we've got to achieve our aim.
They're not good, but they're not bad. They were meant to be purpose-built, beautiful little babies, but now they've turned into one with no engine. But that's not a problem. We have paddles.
Still got a whole lot of supplies to get. Got to work out how I'm going to pay for that.
So that's 12,000.
Yeah, so tomorrow we'll leave here. It's such a beautiful place. It is a truly amazing place, and do you know, the one thing I look forward to this more than anything is being out there in the middle of nothing. It'd be a bit different being on an icebreaker rather than a sailing yacht, and hopefully getting away from everybody else and just sounds pathetic. No, it doesn't. Being at peace almost. You know, you think and you can really think about everything when you're out at sea, and that's something I like.
See you next year, maybe, eh?
When I leave, my wife, she cries. Because we never know. The sea can be unbelievable, so we need to really respect also on another side.
about 4 miles outside the harbour. We've got good weather for doing this testing. This is what we needed. We're going to stick the ribs in now. They've got to be in there, they've got to run around for 4 or 5 hours, they've got to take all the shit and the crap fuel out of them, get the oil circulating, they've got to have oil changes, some of them. And we need to get the windsurfers out with them and practice getting them on and off. I mean, everybody's a bit all over the place at the moment. Nobody's focused enough, and it needs to be sorted out. Richard's got to come down hard people now and actually start them moving, because otherwise we're going to lose today, we're going to be in tomorrow, and we're still going to be clocking around, and it's going to be next Monday before we even get anything done. So we need to be quick.
Well, we've got 2 boats in the water. It's 2 more than I thought we'd have about half an hour ago. We've still got problems with the curvature of the ship and the craning. Language problems, they've got different techniques to what we've got. And I just hope we can sort it out. At the moment, it's calm weather. If we have calm weather going across, we can achieve our aim. If it starts blowing and we have swell of even 2 meters, we're going to have problems when the boats get in the water. The coxswains, to all intents and purposes, are in control to the last minute. Here, the ship's in control, or the crane's in control, until the last minute. We'll have to play it by ear.
Set, go!
We have got some very good safety equipment on board, and everyone knows how to use the equipment, and it is certainly adequate for this particular job, providing it all works. And this race hinges on good communications.
Well, you bloody well get down there and do it, all right?
No, I don't mean that. We have to tell him what's happening.
Today's gone well. We haven't had a lot of wind, practically nothing, so it's not been the best for the windsurfers to test in, but we've been able to take the ribs in and out of the water. We've practiced getting the sailors in and out of the water, and it's quite nice. It's been relatively, well, very smooth. This was kindergarten school today, and everybody got an A.
Had we not done this practice today and gone out into the ocean, we'd have had all sorts of problems. So I think it's been a most beneficial day.
Effectively, what we have now are 4 groups, 4 teams, and there's 3 people who have done such a lot for this project. There's Mr. John Chow from American Windsurfer.
Having seen Louis go through hell and myself as well, just trying to bring it together was a huge challenge.
Yazoo from Liberty, and Theo and Yanis from Greece.
It looks strong. They have a very, strong feeling for the event. Greek team, the best. But anyway, we're ready for everything, and we're targeting the first position. What else? Yeah?
I've been racing around the world since 1981, 82. Some years ago I quit, but however I'm still competitive. I take part in the World Cup in parachutes here.
I feel good about it. I think our team's pretty much 100% prepared, and I think our equipment's ready as well.
So get ready for the rest of it.
They stuck with it. They formatted teams. They've been amazing.
The Team Liberty has basically been my windsurf sponsor, Yasu, from Japan, that really got us motivated to go and do this thing. We sat down and tried to create a team that, that one would fit with the rules here, which means that in many ways we were racing under European Community flag. And we said, well, he's sponsored already, Robert and myself. He goes, you guys should do it.
Chance like this to do the transatlantic is not every day, so I love the sport, it's my job and everything, and then if I don't do, maybe I regret,
Managed to get the 2 of us all organized. Then out of the blue came that we need a 3rd sailor. So naturally we try to pick a sailor that would be probably a little bit less image, but more performance oriented. So Niklas then came in, which is fantastic.
No, I think I'm a good backup for those guys. It's really nice that I'm letting me have a chance here, even if I'm not one of the top 5 ranked in the world or anything. They're really nice that I'm letting me have a chance in this race.
Captain, are you aware that we've got amateur and professional windsurfers in this race, and that it's such a hazardous event? I think to mix the two is asking a bit much.
Right, this is Dennis. Hi. I've got his name right, hopefully. French team mate number 1.
And Antoine.
And this is Antoine.
French team number 2.
Yeah, we sort of met probably about an hour after arriving here in St John's. We've been on a coach ride for a little while, and they were down one end of the bus sleeping, I was down the other end of the bus sleeping. And we sort of got together, started chatting and that, and here we are.
I was the first to sign this contract with Louis Hubbard in Frankfurt, at the indoor in Frankfurt, and it was a very emotive moment. It was like, I thought Louis is very happy.
It's an adventure. It's more of a family. It's more of a unit. It's more of a, come on guys, we're gonna race together, all 4 teams, and we're gonna get across the other side of the Atlantic, and we're gonna prove to people that it could happen, that it has happened, and we're gonna show them how amazing it looks. And sure, we'll race as well.
I heard about the race through American Windsurfer magazine, through John Chow, and I just emailed him and I thought, wow, this would be really exciting. I love adventure. And I didn't think they were going to have any women compete. And I just asked if that was a possibility. And he said, sure. He didn't hear from any other women. And he decided he'd like to have a woman on the team. So we worked it out, got some sponsorship together, and here I am. We have Eddie Patricelli, who's really low-key, very strong sailor, kind of quiet and a good, like, solid force in the team. There's Jace, who's the youngest on the team. He's just loads of fun. Always keeps everyone laughing. And same with David. He's the oldest on the team, but he acts just like a kid. He's always joking around. And then myself, and then our leaders, John Chow and Ken Winner. And Ken's very serious and gets the job done, but he's our technical wizard.
You know, I've been windsurfing for 23 years, and most of these guys haven't been windsurfing as long. And so I'm here to offer advice and to help them out.
If you'd asked me before I had all these financial problems what the most difficult part of the whole project would be, I'd say, well, it'd be doing the actual race. It's only after the last few weeks and all the hassles that I've gone through that I've mentally and physically believed that nothing could be worse than what I've just gone through. And I hope that's the case. But I mean, we're going to have 10 days of fate, you know, stepping in when it likes and deciding how it is and is not going to end up.
What I'm doing is programming the GPSs so that they all read with the same data, because you can adjust the data to give grid or nautical information. You can adjust the time, you can adjust the way the position is given, and I'm making sure that they all read with the same units. And this is very important for the race, so that we know we're all speaking from the same sheet of music.
Much better. Over.
Yeah, I think we've got it sussed.
I'm definitely looking forward to getting on the water, even though there's no wind. I'm just looking forward to getting off the boat and getting wet. Hopefully keep my lunch down.
Okay, copy, grease Arian.
Grease in the water.
Yeah. Liberty team in.
Radio's working.
We've decided that the racing is going to be in a tag format style, where the different team sailors swap over with each other on the water, either when they get tired or when the conditions suit their teammates better. So in effect, there is only one rule, which is that every team must have one of its sailors on the water at all times. Otherwise, it's the team's own tactical decisions as to how they want to play the race. Each of the teams has its own rigid inflatable boat, which is piloted by a ex-Royal Marine coxswain. And that rib is specifically there to protect that sailor no matter what shit he gets himself into. We'll start sailing at dawn and continue throughout the day, awarding points to each of the teams depending on where they finish. And then in around 8 days' time, when we eventually reach England, if we reach England, then we will have an overall winner.
Big out there. It's not like any sailing I've ever done, and it was a rush. I broke an owl haul though. I thought I had my energy back, and then my owl haul broke, and I was treading water, and the guys luckily came by with a knife and I could cut it, but by then I was just pooped. But it was fun. That was just an awesome experience.
It has sunk in and it's hit hard, so I've just got this pit in my stomach. I mean, I knew it'd be crazy out here. Again, just watching the ribs get in and out of the water and recovering the gear, that's what's the scariest part, because there's potential for injury is huge.
Look! How big? That's big. That's a swell. That's a swell. Pretty amazing. That's what it's all about. We've been quite lucky actually. But some of these big ones, it's coming in. I mean, there's waves of large swell coming in, and I should say it's topping 4.5. Big. It's big enough to scare shit out of most people.
Thank you.
You'll be fine. We've got boats watching all the time. They've looped your harness line around the scope.
So much power. No, I think keep the 7-0.
Jag går över toppen för att den ligger rätt.
Mentally, I'm afraid. I mean, I was afraid when I was in the middle of the ocean. Like, I'm oversailed. It's very strange sensation. But anyway, I'll go again with a smaller sail. It will be alright, I hope.
It's nice, it's good fun out there. It's really, really rough, but you have to use all the power you got and hopefully make it. Ain't bad.
Bra ut Niklas, en fan. Janet, vad bra med seglet.
Pinch me, please, pinch me. I can't believe it, really. I'm so stoked.
Well, not such a good start for us. Micah has been suffering from seasick, and I still think that if we get lucky and if we get used to the conditions, we can do a little better.
This is my broken out haul out on the ocean, and the reason I'm saving this is because I had to bite through this rope. And I want you all to know that I still have some of this rope between my teeth.
You have to bite through it.
They came with a knife, and I could get the last part with a knife, but until then I was sitting there cleaning it like a corn cob.
My maths is as good as everyone else's, and it's 1,900 miles, and we've done 420 miles. But I can actually cheat, because by looking at the GPS, it's 1,456.9 miles to go. We were going to continue on the Great Circle route to UK. Had we done so, this morning we would be here, and as you can see from these lines, we would then be in 5 meters of swell. In order to avoid that, during the night, we transited south, slightly to the south, on a course of 120 to take us into smaller swell.
We always said from the beginning that we had our limits to what we could safely protect people in. And I hate to be boring, and I hate to say it over and over again, but if we can't look after the safety of people out there, then nobody can go out. It's as simple as that. I know it's all about adventure, and there's a big wave, and danger. But look at this. Look at this swell. This is 5 meter swells, easy.
Well, we've worked in conditions like this before, right? But it's still, we know our limitations, you know, and we could quite happily run along here all day, but it's getting in and out of the boat. That's getting in and out of this. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, I was sitting in my bed and it got a little bit rocky. And when I say a little bit rocky, I mean 35, 40 degrees all the way over and pinned. And in my room, I have this very special bed. Looks like a V, and you never get knocked out of it. But this time it rocked over so hard, and there was a little bit of a bump, and it chucked me right out of the bed. And I did 1, 2, 3 into the door, and then 1, 2, 3 into the bed, and I got these. And then since I wasn't wearing any clothing, I got them all over my butt as well.
Actually, the swell will die down in 12 hours after the wind. Maybe in the evening we'll have no so big swell, but now it is still about 4.5 meters.
I think there's a chance that the swell will go down very fractionally during the day.
Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah.
That's the only problem.
Yeah.
It's recovery.
Yeah.
It could be a major problem.
I mean, I know the argument is you can get 2 and you can get 3 in, but I mean, we're doing everything right next to
Sure.
and why complicate it even more? If one goes down, we've still got another in the opposite.
If one goes down, it means the only other rip has got to do the rescue of that, and the windsurfers have just got to mill around.
And it could take a long time.
Which could take a long time to do the transfer. My own feeling is we go for a launch.
Yeah.
And if the swell just dies down, hope we don't get any problems. Let's give it a go.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, quite.
It's just not worth it.
Right, can we go into a launch?
Yeah, if you can.
Hello, this is KK.
It's an adventure. So I'm still, my heart's not beating too much right now, but it will. No. I will have to try once. And I will know by myself, okay, Antoine, it's not for you. It's for Anders, it's for Robert, it's not for Antoine.
6 o'clock we were here. That's about 770 nautical miles from St. John's, and about 1,300 nautical miles to UK.
A windsurfer in the water astern of you, which we have lost sight of, over.
Yeah, I'd say you've got probably
180. 1, this is KK, over.
Do a 180.
Hello, 1, this is KK, over.
He's not able.
Reciprocal course, and go on my starboard beam now, over.
Yeah, he's after the beam now.
Yeah, Andy, this is Louis. I want that heli in the air now. We've got to find it. Can you find me the pilot right now, please?
We have a windsurfer who's just gone down. He actually communicated with KK, but we have 2 ribs somewhere close to him.
Stations, this is KK. We're attempting to do a recovery at the moment. KK, we have visual, this is 3, we have visual and heading...
Yeah, 0, roger that. Go to him and ask him to get into your rib and get him back to KK, over. KK, this is 0, did you acknowledge it, over?
Water contact, roger out.
You can proceed now with launch sequence casualties aboard. Proceed, Andy.
That was worse than I ever imagined. That was the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life. Don't move.
We did see one case of mild to moderate hypothermia, and that was with Dave Wise, one of the American sailors, who I think, suffering with the extreme conditions and the swell, very quickly became tired, and once you're tired and spending time in the water, was swallowing water, and as we all saw, he wasn't quite himself when he got back on board, and it took him a while to warm up, but he was fine.
Had we stayed on the Great Circle route, which is this line, we'd have got into stronger winds and bigger seas. As it was, even down here, we were getting 5-meter swells.
Last boat. Sails coming.
Finally getting my sea legs back, and then that was way funner sailing than any of the other days. Just kind of got lucky here on the back end of the boat when we got really close. It was, you know, whoever got the swell, the wake off of the big ship, and I just happened to catch a good swell and just pushed me right by Anders right at the end there. So.
The one thing that really worries me is getting the boats in and out of the water. I mean, we've got a hell of an experienced crew, but even still, they've got to handle 2.5 tons of boat, and that's not going to be easy.
Good team, well done.
And then jumped out, he tried to move the boat, and we had the boat swinging.
Oh my goody god!
That's my boat! That's my boat! That's my boat! Not off the side! Down! Down!
So scary. Oh, my camera on that boat. That was probably the most scary time of my life. I can't think of anything that I've done to date.
I don't know of anyone else in the world who launches boats with a Russian crane in 5-meter swells.
Short sleeve, short leg wetsuit in this kind of conditions is not good, not good. Okay, Robert.
Robert's not a man, he's a robot. And I think that's just to cover up his metal skeleton. It's out of his mind.
Keep an eye on us. Keep an eye on me, eh? Don't lose, eh?
Okay, we're ready. Clear, guys.
I had this image of 4 sailors and then boom, 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 this flipper, you know, but nobody got eaten alive, so we're all, you know, back safe here on board.
Was there dolphins again today? God damn it, I've missed them every day.
We've just passed Start Point and we're approaching Portland Bill, and we've just given the ETA to the Coast Guard as 1500 and the time now is 12:30. So we've got a few miles to go. We must have about 45 miles to go to Portland Bill.
To see us soon.
All stations. KK is slowing down. KK is slowing down. Out.
To see us soon. To see us soon. Hey, hey. To see us soon. To see us soon. Hey.
Oh boy! Woo.
How you doing? Yeah, great trip.
Okay, guys. Hey, man.
Good to see you.
I've been really looking forward. I've been looking forward to this day since 5 minutes out of St. John's. So I'm definitely glad it's here. Just kind of nervous about getting land sick. The doctors and everybody on board were telling me you're going to feel land sick for a couple days. So I haven't felt anything yet, but got a couple days to find out.
Come give us some love. We did it as a team, you know. We took our turns. Everyone went in the water, no matter what condition it was. And, you know, so we strive as a team and we, you know, have defeat as a team. And for me, to see them all get to the beach and be happy, you know, to be ecstatic that they're on English soil
that was the best time for me.
Everybody on this boat has been superb, and in their own little ways have all helped, and the vibe and the spirit on this boat is amazing. The boat crews have been amazing. I know very few people in their right mind which would do what they've done, and they've done it without complaining. I mean, I think they've done an incredible job. In March 2000, from Portugal to Brazil, we've already signed a deal, so transatlantic racing will live on for windsurfing.
It's been one hell of an experience. I think on the whole it's been something we can always look back on as, yeah, we did it.
The hardest part wasn't the bus ride or anything like that, it's saying goodbye to everyone. Because it's a great group, I don't think you could ever put a random group of people together and come out with such a good mix of people.
Awesome people, awesome time, awesome experience.
Some people will look at it and be inspired by it. Some people will look at it and think it's a big waste of money. I hope some sponsors will look at it and say, "Ooh, I'll be part of that next time round." I do like things to be successful, for sure.
It all came together. It all worked. And Louis was right.